It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Tremaine Edmonds, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Chargers and the Raiders, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out.
They're led out by the fourth-year man out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
A first carry net for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Jones swings this out for Hunt. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Now Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Throwing, Jones. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On 2nd down and 4, Jones. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Terrell Basham just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. They do get 6, but they still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The kick by McManus is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field.
They're led out by Kirk Cousins, former Michigan State product, who's now in his 11th NFL season.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 3rd down, Cousins. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
And here comes Berrios.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. The Raiders at 10-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how the offense has performed. But I'll bet they're absolutely thrilled with how the defense played last week, holding their opponents to just 3 points, and that was it. They gave anything comparable to that performance, this one's absolutely locked up.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. But that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Cousins again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Charger offense making their way back out there.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
brings up third down.
To throw, Cousins. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The left-footed Kevin Huber set to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins now. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To the air again. It's Cousins. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And Jones has it over the middle. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mercedes Lewis as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining. Well, not much time. We'll see how they play this. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We get started in the AFC. A couple of Midwestern teams doing battle. Kansas City and Cincinnati. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. 3 touchdown passes there for Davis Mills. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Jameis Winston leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Cousins a handoff. This is Pirine. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Cousins on 1st down. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. On second down, Connor looking for space. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down.
Cousins. And Brate, the tight end's got it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
A handoff running left is Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Mostert, the ball carrier, brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up
Cousins.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run with Hunt. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 36-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Jones. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, Will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Cousins now from the 50. He completes it to Julio Jones. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. A timeout here for an injured player, and definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort. On play action, Cousins. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. Cousins gives this to Pirine, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Tucker's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So the Chargers now down 13-10. At time, a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Jones. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here's Jones. On the catch, it's Crowder. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Las Vegas,
they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll look to regroup next week